Say that again.
Me don't know how to say and talk. You got to be careful now. I can't use it anyway. But I think about my mom and dad and stuff a lot. But I think about Blanche and Brunson, and I can remember being out in the side backyard at their house, and Brunson was doing something, barbecuing goat. That tale that Blanche used to tell about Annis in the chicken yard when she was a baby. And Naya, I just remember being so good. But the first time I ever went to your house, you were a freshman at Asbury. Your mama made one of those great big old roaster things full of beef stew, I guess you would call it, and little tiny biscuits.
Irish stew.
Irish stew. But it was made with sirloin steak.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, having come to your house from Asbury, I ate a bait of it. And just messing around with your daddy in the store and the meat market, and somebody would come in and you'd say, see that old man up there, he taught me math, and see her, she taught me so-and-so, and see him, he's mean as a snake. And then I remember Brunson's funeral. That was the first, other than your grandmother. That was almost sort of the first close death in your family, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
It was Brunson's death, and I remember how.
You know, that was in 1980.
It's been a long time ago.
Real long time ago.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was with Naya. I was a pallbearer, and we were coming out of the church to go to the cemetery, and I just remember getting so broken up, and I had to sob, and I thought I was going to drop the casket, but I got myself back together.
I'm glad you didn't drop it. That would have been embarrassing.
Well, it would have been embarrassing. I said to myself, I can't drop it because Mac will be embarrassed.
I'm sure that's what you said. I got all the confidence in the world that that's an accurate story.
Oh, me.
Do you remember bringing sausage up to Asbury?
Oh, I do. If you remember, Mac, it was all in one piece. We didn't cut it, and I don't remember which one of us held it up, and you could still, I mean, it would reach the floor, and we cooked it. I think we cooked it all at one time in a pan. We just circled it around, and so we didn't have, and then we went to Hitch's grocery store, got some bread, and anytime we got hungry, we'd get us a piece of sausage and wrap it in a piece of that bread. We kept the sausage. It was cold.
The weather, not the sausage.
Yeah, the weather. Well, the sausage was cold too then. Well, it was spicy hot, but we had it sitting out on the window ledge, so we didn't have a refrigerator. Don't I remember that?
Yeah, you remember that. That's exactly what we did. We put it on the window ledge.
We were sad when that sausage was all gone.
Do you remember how I got it up there? I think I brought it, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
You remember what I put it in to bring it?
What'd you put it in?
A suitcase.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Now, I knew you got it up there, and I was glad to see it because it was better than sausage pinwheels in the cafeteria. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I got all those memories. I've been by the grave a time or two when I was over in that part of the country, because your mom and daddy and Blanche and Ennis all kind of right there together.
Keek and I were over there the other day at Lucy Philpott's funeral, and as we drove out of town, I said, we didn't go to Mom and Daddy's grave, and she didn't say anything. I said, you don't need to go, and she said, no. I said, okay. So we kept driving.
Well, I used to I pretty much didn't go to Elton Charlie's house that I didn't go to the cemetery, but
Yeah.
I don't do it as much anymore for one reason, they not there.
I hope not.
So,
Hey, that's how you doing?
I know I can't talk with that.
You can play like it's not here. What do you remember most about Bobby Ray that you would like to leave for posterity? You could tell some good stories about him. You remember how bad he used to be as a child?
she does remember that. She might not tell you.
I believe I've got that.
Something will come to me after a while.
I'll tell you what I was laughing about this morning. When we lived at Odom, Buddy and I were out in the backyard playing, and you know Daddy, he was just as sweet and humble as he could be, but we boys were to mind Mama.
That's for sure.
And one day, Mama came out and said, boys, you need to get the wood in now. And I don't know what came over us, the devil, I guess, because we both kind of, I don't know how that we planned it or anything, but we just said, Mama, we are not bringing the wood in today.
Mm.
And we went right back to our playing, and Mama just turned and went back in the house. And for some reason, we seemed to think everything was okay until we saw Daddy turn the corner. He was walking. He walked nearly everywhere. And he turned the corner, and it was about a block and a half to the house. By the time Daddy got that block and a half and he walked fast, we had the wood box full, splinters in, and a hole that it wasn't but a little old bitty screened-in back porch. We had wood up there along one wall, and Mama was smart enough to figure out that that wasn't ever going to happen again. She never said anything to Daddy, but we like to kill ourselves for about 3 or 4 minutes bringing in wood and splinters.
I like it. You would think he trained you pretty good, but the evidence proves otherwise.
That's true. It didn't hold, did it?
No. What time are we going to the Bible study?
Oh, we better go.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring a halt to this. This is the Reverend Dr. Bobby Ray Martin and his sister Elsie, who looks a lot better than he does. And this is Charlie, his brother-in-law, over here. And Charlie's like all the rest of us. He's not a spring chicken either. We've all been here a good while.
He can probably outwork all 3 of us combined.
I don't doubt that. I don't even lay claim to being working. So, good.